Greetings. Am I live? I guess I am. Greetings, fellow galactic Jedis of the New Earth. How are you guys doing? I think I am about 2 minutes late. Not too bad. Um, Sorry for the sweat. I just finished working out. Today was leg day for me, guys. So my quads are feeling it. My caps are feeling it. Um, Everywhere. My lower body's feeling it. So, anyways, I have some very interesting information for you guys today. Okay, regarding this natural disaster. Well, I don't want to call it a natural disaster because we all know it's not. All right. Now, the question is it done by the darksters or by the good guys? Okay. So I did consult with my white hat friend, and I also had a chance to confirm with Jenny Lee. Um, you guys do remember who Jenny Lee was? Am I live? Let me just check my phone. I just want to make sure I'm live. 1 second. It says that I'm live. Am I live? Am I live? Oh, yes, I am live. Awesome. Cool. All right. So, yes, I am live. Awesome. Cool. I'm hearing myself. So, anyways, okay, guys, this is the thing. All right. Have an open mind. Contrary to what everyone else is saying. All right. This hurricane in the Pacific West Coast, I don't want to even mention its name. All right. Is intelligently orchestrated by the good guys, okay, from a positive timeline perspective. Again, have an open mind in order to flood the tunnels in California, specifically the region that surrounds the Hollywood area. Okay, the mountains within Hollywood, a lot of rituals and sacrifices, a lot of subterranean elite corrupt facilities exist there. So, according to my white hat friend, and as backed by Jenny Lee, and by the way, Jenny Lee, the seer and medium, did predict this 2 weeks ago. If you guys remember, she said something's, California, something big is going to be happening in California. She didn't give me any details, but she did mention that something big was going to be happening in California. Now, according to my white hat friend, I'm not going to mention her name, of course, but she is saying that it is all white hat operations in order to flood the underground systems that are located within the corrupt Hollywood region, Los Angeles, and all that area around there. Okay. So it is an attempt to clear out the underground facilities, okay, with the waters. And that's okay. You have to understand, guys, from a positive timeline perspective, that actually makes a lot of sense. Okay. So again, I'm not saying this is 100% accurate. Use your own discernment, keep doing your own research, and most importantly, go within yourself and ask your own higher self to give you the right answers as to what's really happening with these weird, weather anomalies that have been taking place. Now, I am aware that there are a lot of fires going on right now worldwide. Okay. So what if, okay, again, you have to start thinking in terms of there's two parallel coexisting Earth realities at this time. There's a negative timeline and the positive timeline, okay? So in the positive timeline, what if all those fires are being done by the good guys in order to, again, destroy underground facilities, okay? And you're probably thinking, well, how does this make any sense if the fires are taking place outside? Well, I really don't know how it makes sense, but what I do know is that in the positive ascending timeline, guys, we did win the war, okay? And the white hats are about to expose the dark hats. Now, something else that was brought to my attention was that going back to the extraterrestrial hearings that took place a few weeks ago. All right. About a few weeks ago, I don't know if you guys were aware, but Brandon was indicted for his treason against the country, for his treason against the republic. The Supreme Court did discover a lot of corruption associated with the Brandon family. Okay, and this goes beyond the laptop. All right, I'm going to speak in code. And so, what if the UFO hearing was a distraction a distraction to keep, whatever they uncovered regarding Brandon and his family under wraps. What if? Okay. So, from what I understand, is that this war between the Cabal and the White Hats is coming to a climax very soon. And it might result in a huge event taking place. Now, whether you see it as a positive thing or as a negative thing, we don't know. But what I do know is that this event is going to shake up the sleeping masses. All right, is going to cause a grand awakening from those that are still asleep. So, again, I always tell you guys, have 2 weeks worth of water, food supplies, and get in case the grid goes down. And yeah, guys, we are living in some very interesting times, but things are about to crescendo here on planet Earth between the old guard that has been in control of our planet since Babylonian times, right? The forces of Marduk, and the new system that has been in place, by the Earth Alliance and the White Hats. So things are about to hit the fan. Things are about to hit a climax between good and evil on this planet. So it's always best to be prepared. But in the long run, bear in mind that there is light at the end of the tunnel, that this is going to result in the birthing of a new world, okay, of a new earth. So that's the good news, all right? That's the good news regarding this final clash between good and evil. So I do have a $50 donation. Thank you for the super chat from Nancy Elliott. Now, I don't have my glasses today, so I'm going to do my best to read. Okay, so Nancy is asking, can you explain what bioengineered food is, please? Yes, I could. I am seeing it on some of the packaged food I am buying. All right, so bioengineering food is food that has been altered, modified, where it's stripped from all its nutrients, and they include, like, I guess they substitute like aluminum, stuff that's bad for us. The same stuff that they're spraying us in the skies, guys, is the same stuff that they're putting in the bioengineering food. Okay, so it's basically now becoming poison. So a lot of the food that you buy at your local supermarket, is actually bad for you. If you guys want to eat healthy and eat real food that wasn't genetically modified, I would say support your local farmers. All right, because all that stuff that they spray, all the stuff that they inject in the vegetables, even the vegetables are corrupt. For those vegans and vegetarians out there, even the fruits and vegetables have been modified. All right, you're not eating real fruits and vegetables anymore. You're eating modified vegetables and fruits that have been designed to poison your body and keep you sick, perhaps even shut down your third eye chakra completely. All right. So yes, that is definitely something that's been going on for so many years. So I would advise you all to pretty much support your local farmers and, buy food that is organic, buy food that is not loaded with fertilizations and pesticides and, GMOs and stuff. All that stuff is bad for you. All right. And again, thank you, Nancy, for the $50 donation. I appreciate that. What I'm also going to do is all the donations that I get today, I'm actually going to take that money and give it to charity in a sense where to cover whatever calamities take place in California the next day or two, as this hurricane hits California. Now, I was told that where I live, I'm not going to get the and shit it of it. I was told that the eye of the hurricane is going to be mainly going through the Inland Empire, Los Angeles region, San Bernardino County, and of course San Diego and Eastern Orange County, and perhaps even some of the desert area located by Palm Springs, Palm Desert, and everything in between. All right. Simi Valley, guys, another hot spot for the cabal, Simi Valley. All right. That's where their scientists, all right, working for BlackRock and Vanguard, are developing technology where they want to extract your consciousness and put it in a computer. So that's there's a lot of underground stuff going on in California from the Simi Valley region all the way to Los Angeles and the Woodland Hills right about north of LA. Very corrupt, a lot of underground tunnels. All right, a lot of subterranean places down there where a lot of wacky things are taking place. So if my white hat friend is correct, what we're witnessing here is again the defeat of all evil on the planet and in the neutralization and elimination of what's going on in the underground. Okay, so Simi Valley, very corrupt, guys. I'm sure you guys have heard how Simi Valley, the doctors or the scientists in Simi Valley, are working very hard to to bridge the gap between humanity and technology. Right, they are at the cutting edge of the cyborg era. By the way, they're developing synthetic organs, synthetic brains through nanotechnology, biotechnologies, where they begin to infuse man and machine. All right, we got to stay away from that. So Simi Valley, very corrupt. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna donate all the donations of today, and I'm gonna give it to California Relief Aid in order to help any victims that, again, might suffer or be afflicted by this unfortunate scenario that's unfolding here in California. Now, for those that live in California, that live in those regions between Simi Valley, Palm Desert, the Inland Empire, Los Angeles, and of course the Hollywood Hills, that's where the heart of the storm is going to be going. Um, at the end of this session, at the end of this live, I would like for us to do a collective prayer once again to alleviate the situation for the innocents, for the innocent people. Okay, guys. So at the end of this live, we will take a few minutes to use our collective mind power as galactic Jedi's. Right, we have that ability within us to what? To begin to control or to communicate rather with Mother Earth and the elements to see if we could lessen the severity of this unfortunate disaster that's happening here. That's going to be happening here. I guess it's going to be hitting tonight. So living here in the west coast of California, about 30-40 minutes away from the Los Angeles area at the beach, it's already beginning to get gloomy. So when you go outside, you could see it's getting dark as if a big storm is coming. So I'm prepared, but again, I'm living in a part of California where I'm not going to get the, the bad. You could say I'm not going to get the heart of the storm. Okay, I'm just going to get the outer side of the storm. So it's not going to really affect me as much as those people that are within the desert, all the way up to Los Angeles, and of course, the Woodland Hills area, Simi Valley, and north of Los Angeles, of course. All right. So, and again, my friend Jenny Lee did predicted that something big was going to be happening in California in 2 weeks. So I will be inviting Jenny Lee, perhaps in the next week, to come online and share some more of her predictions, because out of all the mediums out there, it seems like Jenny Lee is pretty dead on about everything. I've known Jenny Lee for over a year, and she's always dead on about everything. Okay. She's very accurate, very connected to source. And guess what? She doesn't channel galactics. She channels her information directly from source. Okay. So she goes directly to the God. She doesn't talk to archangels. She doesn't consult with ascended masters. She goes directly to God. All right, let's see. Let's answer some questions. And thank you, by the way, for being here tonight, guys. And I will be going live Monday night, in the aftermath of the hurricane. Hopefully, my house still looks the same. If you guys see furniture floating in water, I'm just kidding. No, I don't think it's going to be that bad here where I live. But I will be going live in the aftermath of the disaster just so that we could touch base. All right, guys? All right. Let's see. I'm trying to find questions that are very significant here. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. This is your opportunity to ask question, guys. I'm just gonna answer random questions, whether you donate or not. That's fine. And for those that are donating, again, you don't have to, but it helps a lot. Thank you, and I greatly appreciate that. Let's see. All right, Lorraine. Lorraine says, "Hello, Ishmael. How are you, darling? Thanks for your contribution. You're welcome, Lorraine. You're welcome, and I appreciate your little stickers there." Oh yes, guys. So the our new name, the way I see it is that I can't really use the word just Jedi owned by Disney, unfortunately. So I will use Galactic Jedi's, okay? I will add the term galactic in front of Jedi's just in case, all right? I don't want to end up being sued by Disney for, going on my lives and saying good morning or, hello, Jedi's of the New Earth. So for now on, I'm going to call you guys Galactic Jedi's. I have to add that extra term in order for me to save my rights in case that word is copyrighted by Disney, since we all know Disney bought the rights for the Star Wars, phenomena. So we are now the Galactic Jedi's, all right, of the New Earth. Oh, and I do want to point out that this is my only true channel, guys. All the other channels that say Ishmael Press Cosmic, Ishmael Press Interviews, Ishmael Press blah blah blah, they're all pirated. All right. There's tons of them. I think every day they're coming up with a new channel where they steal all my interviews and then they edit it. They perhaps even tweak my voice and make me sound like a little chipmunk or different, right? They make my voice sound different. And then they create this channel making everybody think it's me. They've been doing that since I first came to the scene. Unfortunately, back then I wasn't too active on my YouTube account, but I'm trying to, get YouTube to take down those fake pirated accounts so that way I could get all of those people on my real account. Because some of these channels have like 80,000 subscribers, 30,000. One of them has 100,000. And they're not even me. People are subscribing to these fake Ishmael accounts thinking that they're me. It's mind-boggling. But I guess that's what happens, right? So yeah, I'm trying to fix that situation. So yeah, this is my only real account, all right? Obviously, I don't go live on those. I go live on this one. All right. All right. So, Jimmy, thank you for the $4.99 donation, brother. Is presidential of China a white hat? Okay. There are two parties in China. You have the CCP and then you have the Republic of China. So, the Republic, I believe, yes, he is the leader of the Republic of China. Would you have any info regarding what is going on in East Asia, south as China, Japan, Korea? Um, well, have you guys heard of the BRICS system, right? Which is a new currency being developed by who? Brazil, Russia, China, Saudi Arabia, and I believe there's another country. It's called the BRICS system, where they are breaking off from the Western dollar. Where the U.S. dollar is no longer valued. All right, and that's something that was created about 2-3 months ago. Um, Not a lot of people have been talking about that, but that is Putin. Okay, Putin and the Republic of China and India and Brazil and other countries that are, by the way, associated with the White Hats, trying to implement their their own currency that is backed by real precious metals. Okay, and by the way, I love the guy from Russia, Mr. Putin. I don't want to say his name. I don't know if that's going to flag me, right? Because according to the U.S. media, he's considered another Hitler. It's the other way around, guys. But the truth of the matter is, Mr. Putin is banning GMOs, is banning transgenderism. He's going against everything that Brandon is doing here in the West. So I support Mr. Putin from Russia. He's doing great for the White Hats. Okay, so yeah, that's what's happening in the East, is that they're breaking off from the Western economy, and that is a good thing. All right, they are completely trying to be independent from the WEF. All right, from the globalist. You know, I don't want to say it. You guys know WEF, right? Klaus Schwab, right? They're trying to be independent from all of that. All right. Thank you, Kathleen. Kathleen, for the $10 donation. Appreciate your little cartoon character. Right back at you, my fellow galactic Jedi. So, guys, I want to be using the term galactic Jedi. So, in case there is a copyright by Disney, all right? I don't want to get sued. And as you guys know, Disney is cabal. All right, Fifth Harmonic Universe. Thank you for the $9.99 donation, and thank you for the number one. Appreciate that, my fellow galactic Jedi. Some of the revelations in the UFO hearing match what you projected would happen in your book. How do you see that? Well, again, there are different alternative Earths, right? Different timelines playing out. In the positive timeline, it's all leading towards what? Towards first contact with the galactic community, right? And the positive races, the positive ETs. It is reminding us that we are part of a greater galactic family. Okay, so that scenario is unfolding on the positive ascending timeline. All right, and I believe it was, who's that guy? He's bald and he channels. What's his name? Come on, he's very famous. He channels this being. He's that bald guy who channels a being named Bashar. Bashar did confirm. Bashar, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Bashar, but he did confirm that in the positive timeline, we are going to be witnessing some sort of actual alien, experience where they will be landing in mass fleets, establishing first contact with the citizens of the Earth, right? And these are the positive races, right? This has nothing to do with, the false, false flag, Project Bluebeam, right? That's in the negative timeline. This is the positive timeline where we're actually being groomed, guys. We're being groomed as a collective to remember that we are part of a greater community, galactic community, all right? Where we have a family, a star beings that exist out there in the universe that are part of our heritage. For those that have read my book, we are part of a galactic descending heritage of celestial humanoids, galactic humans, okay? Let's see. Fifth Harmonic Universe. All right. Again, guys, I'm not wearing my cheap CVS glasses. I have to go get my real ones. So I'm just going to squint as I read. Clementine Cooper says, "Oh, thank you for the 1999 donation. Thank you. She says, God bless you. If a person is psychotic, are they experiencing other timelines, existences, or are they overtaken by demons? Or are they being manipulated by voice of God technology? How do we tell the difference? What is the cure?" You know what, Clementine, that is a very, very good question. So there is a technology that was developed by the cabal and the negative alien agenda that is like a voice to head technology, voice to skull technology. That's what they call it, where through a form of mind control, yes, they are literally putting voices in their heads, okay, in a sense where these people are hearing and they're talking to entities that are demonic, perhaps archons, due to that voice to skull technology. So that is very real. Okay. What if Charles Manson, right? Because Charles Manson was known to hear voices. What if Charles Manson was a victim of that, and that's why he was, a mass murderer, right? It wasn't really him. It was the voices telling him who to kill and what to do. So what if Charles Manson was a victim of that? And there have been many, okay? We see it. We see it demonstrated through these mass shootings, Okay. So to answer your question, Clementine, yes, that is very true about the voice to skull technology. Now, as far as them experiencing or being in a different timeline, no, no, they're part of our timeline. However, there is a version of themselves where they're not victims of the mind control MK Ultra voice to head technology. All right, where they're actually freed from that. So yeah, there's different alternative Earths, but in our timeline, unfortunately, these people that have been, that hear voices that do these things where later they even forget what they did. They said, "I have no clue, no memory, no recall." It's because they're being programmed. Okay, these are called silent or sleepers. They're called sleeper cells. That's what they're called. They're called sleeper cells, and they have been totally MK Ultra by the military industrial complex. So let's see, what else is your question? How do you tell the difference? What is the cure? You have to use discernment, Clementine. You have to use your intuition. All right, read people's energy, and the only cure to that is um, they either have to consult a regressionist or a QHHT practitioner, do a regression. So because what's happening in most cases is that these people are victims of MK Ultra, so that means that their consciousness is scattered, and it was, it's scattered through trauma, electroshocks. As kids, they've been put through a lot of torturous experiences where it just totally dismantled their consciousness. So the best way to cure that is to integrate all those fragments of their consciousness. I guess they're also called alters, right? To bring them back into oneness. Um, so the best way to do it is through a regression or through a what's this called, the Dolores Cannon method. The QT is QHHT. I think that's what it's called, right? Quantum healing hypnosis technique. Yeah, QHHT. That's the only way to cure somebody like that. All right, cool. So I'm going to go with the next question. Let's see. Nancy Elliott. Okay, so that was from an earlier question. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and answer other questions. All right, let's see. What can I answer? Anybody have a good question? Anybody have a good question here? Hmm. I'm trying to find a question um, that most people would have. Uh, Somebody asked, "Am I by Northridge?" No, I'm not. I'm not by Northridge. I actually live in the South Bay. I live in Redondo Beach. Let's see. I see some people live in Burbank. Yeah, that's north of LA, guys. Make sure you guys have food supplies. Make sure you put all your clothing in bags, wrap them in case your house gets flooded, right? We don't want your stuff being flooded. And I hope you guys have health insurance too, house insurance in that Los Angeles region. And I think it's going to hit tonight, tomorrow morning, and it's going to go until tomorrow night. It should clear up by Monday morning. Let's see. My family's visiting Apple Valley. Thank you. I'm just going to see. God will protect you. God will protect all of us. If you are a star seed, a galactic Jedi, you're going to be untouchable. All right, guys? Well protected. Thank you for being here. You're welcome. My pleasure. All right. People want to know, what is Jenny Lee's channel? What I'm going to do is I will put it in the description for you guys. Again, a lot of her predictions are accurate. I've known her for over a year. She's never predicted anything that hasn't come true. Let's see. How do we know if it's Project Bluebeam or real aliens? You know what? There is a way to actually test it. There is a, if you guys have a laser, like even if it's just a regular laser lamp, and you point the laser, because the laser actually goes through the hologram. All right, the laser will actually pierce through the hologram, and that's one way of detecting if it's Project Bluebeam or real aliens. If you guys have laser pins or laser lights, just flash it at the sky. Right, point it at the sky, and if it goes through the hologram, then you know it's fake. All right, that's one way. I'm sure there's others. Let's see. All right. All right. So Tony Lopez says, "Hey Ishmael, just joined the live. My only question is, do you still see ascension with the great solar flash still occurring within summer timeline of August 1923, September 23, within 23? It all depends, my friend. All right, Tony. And I mentioned this before. Um, Everything is constantly fluctuating due to a time where it's taking place in the future between us and AI, us in our future superhuman state. And we do win that war on every probable timeline. So there is a time frame, my friend. All right. I've always believed it was by 20, no later than the end of 2024. I still hope, because I mean, how much more of this abuse can we take? But chances are it's due to this timeline war, things are constantly fluctuating. So it could be 2025, 2026. All right, but by no later than 2028, because that's where a new cycle begins no matter what. So everything has to culminate by 2028, and that's also when we undergo solar maximum, right, where the biggest humongous CMEs are going to be hitting us, which means DNA activation, right? That's when we transform, guys. Our 10 strands of DNA come online, and we go from a carbon-based vehicle to a crystalline-based vehicle, right? We're going to be like X-Men. Let's see. Yes, get yourself a laser pen, right? And if there's ever ships that show up in the sky, beam your laser at it. And if it goes through it, then you know it's fake. All right, so oh, that was a good one. Lakeside Laura says, "Do you believe we can activate our DNA through meditation?" Oh, wait, where is it? I just lost it. These questions are going so fast, my galactic Jedi's. Uh Oh, there it is. Do you believe we can activate our DNA through meditation, or will it happen naturally? All right, that's a very good question, Lakeside Laura. You could speed up the process through meditation. Absolutely. All right. But regardless, by the time the solar flash takes place, it's going to happen naturally, everywhere, spontaneously, worldwide. But yes, you could actually begin to speed up the process now. And by doing so, you will enhance your psychic abilities, your intuition, your ability to sense things before they happen, your ability to communicate with the elements, to know things before they, to see into the future. Perhaps you might even begin to develop the first stages of telekinesis, which is you're going to be able to do things with your mind, like affect objects with your mind, like the Jedi's. Well, you are a galactic Jedi, so that's already, in your divine birthright. But still, there is a way to enhance those abilities through spiritual practices. Absolutely. How do you think these monks and these ancient Indians were able to walk on hot coal and not get burnt? Were able to levitate? It was through a lot of meditation and concentration, guys. A lot of breathing. A lot of it boils down to the activation of the seven seals, which are the seven chakras. Let's see. All right, Louise Hamblin. I hope I pronounced your last name right, Louise. Thank you for the $30 donation. I appreciate that. All right, so your question is, in plus 4D, if we don't need money and we own silver gold coins, should we consider selling some coin now? Folks in my community struggle to survive due to too higher cost. Yet yet hold coin, yet hold coin waiting for value increase. What can I tell them? Well, if they are star seeds, Luis, they're obviously not going to need anything. All right, they're going to be manifesting at the speed of light through their thoughts because they're going to be using their light body, as we were during the days of Atlantis. And in the Atlantean times, they didn't have an economy, guys. They were a fifth dimensional conscious society, right? They were practically immortal compared to us. The lifespan of an Atlantean was 30 to 100,000 years. So as we return to that state, we're going to go beyond government, beyond economy. However, there will be a New Earth Council, and it's not going to be it's not going to be a form of a government in the 50. It's going to be more of a round table where elders like us, the star seeds, are going to come together, and we're going to just corroborate and discuss matters regarding the cosmos. Okay, so there will be a New Earth Council overseeing the development of the New Earth. So, but if they go to the fourth dimension, then they will be connected to the quantum financial system, which is an organic technology, not artificial, and based on how much love they have, how much in service to others they are, they're going to be pretty wealthy, even in the fourth D if they're Earth, Terrans, New Souls. Okay, I'm talking about the non-star seeds. So, Louise, I hope that answered your question. What you could tell them is, yeah, begin to invest in gold and silver. That is your best option right now, guys. Gold and silver. Stay away from Bitcoin. Stay away from cryptocurrency. Gold and silver is where it's at. Okay? Because in the end, all the other stuff is going bye bye. Let's see. All right. I think your name is Tolani? Tolunay. Tolune. I think that's your name. Tolune says, Ishmael, I heard you on YouTube that solar flares is going to happen on 7/7/24. Yes, about 10, 11, 12 years ago, guys, I did receive a vision that the flash was taking place sometime during the summer of 2024 or by the end of 2024. All right. And I think that ever since I first came into the scene, that's what I was telling everybody. But then it was brought to my attention that there is this thing called the Mandela effect, where our timeline is constantly changing due to this time war in the future. But there is a time frame, guys, by no later than 2028. So it could happen between now and 2028. All right. I mean, as far as I know, guys, it could happen this week, this month, by the end of this year. The best thing to do is just be prepared. All right. Be prepared mentally, emotionally, and physically. Make sure you are good in your heart. Make sure you're good in your mind. Okay. All right. Um, let's see. Xbits 8. Xbits 8. I don't have my glasses, so I'm squinting. Xbits 8 says, Ishmael in 4D, will Earth be healed of all the fires, aluminum, chemtrails, contaminated waters, etc.? What will evil be non-existent? Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Even the 4D Earth is going to be 100 times better than this 3D Earth. Okay, guys? Because in the 4D Earth, the there's going to be a new system that is going to benefit humanity. There will be no more corrupt elites. There will be no more secret societies. All right, that's all going to come to an end in the 4D Earth. And also, you have to understand that the 4D is really the realm of transparency. That's where everything comes to light. All right, so it isn't possible to conspire. It is impossible to, act in secret because everything will be um, pretty much. What's the word I'm looking for? Everything will be in the open. Okay, there's going to be nothing hidden in the 4D. Transparent. That's the word I was looking for. Everything will be transparent. My brother, Radiant Guardian, says, yes, we have the power to activate our DNA through meditation, breath work, raising the vibrations of our avatar. Absolutely. Let's see. Our calendar's messed up, says Savvy. Not sure. It's by means. Yeah, it is. We do not use the right calendar, guys. Okay. The real calendar is actually the Mayan calendar, which is 12 years off, right? So the real 2012 is 2024, which is another indicator why I still think that the solar flash might happen in 2024. All right. Because that's when the old world ends. That's when we enter the fifth world, according to the Hopi prophecies. Yes, Tony Lopez says, especially with sun gazing. Absolutely. The sun is our friend. Um, let's see. Whoa, they're going fast. Okay, so Alicia Healing Channel says, what is happening at night? I have massive energy running through me all night long and cannot get proper rest. How do I adjust? The human body needs sleep. Well, Alicia, what's happening is due to the CMEs, due to the frequency that's rising, is we are being upgraded at night. So it is normal to have sleepless nights. Okay. And yes, I agree. Your body needs rest. I encourage you to take naps during the day. All right. If you can, if your schedule affords you to, please take naps during the day. All right. Tristan Early, thank you for the 1111 donation. Love and light. Love and light. Thank you, Tristan. I appreciate that. I don't know if you guys can see my shirt. Oh, it's not sweaty anymore. But when I first started the live, I was drenched. Let's see. Thank you, Myra. Thank you for the 1999 donation. Thank you for saying you're amazing. I appreciate your compliment, my sister. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so grateful to you guys. All right. Somebody wants to know about the Anuhasi and Anubis. Well, the Anuhasi, guys, the Anuhasi was the original guardian race that was established in Sirius B. All right. Those are the descendants of King Amelius and King Kael, who is of the royal bloodline of Elohim. Descendants of Michael, Christ Michael the Archangel. Well, known as the Archangel, but he's also known as the creator son of our universe. All right. The original Anuhasi is the pure lineage, the original house of the Elion, of El, which later became the house of An. And then, of course, later was corrupted and infiltrated by who? No other than Enki, the great trickster. Let's see. Questions are going a little too fast. Okay. Ricky Lee, thank you for the 999, brother. I appreciate that. Ishmael, for the ones that stay in the fourth dimension, will they still be dealing with the AI? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, 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 no. Those are two different timelines, guys. All right. The technocratic dystopia that I've been talking about is going to be separate from the fourth dimensional Earth and the fifth dimensional Earth. All right. Those are going to be two different timelines. So to answer your question, Ricky, yes, it's going to be it's not going to be part of the AI timeline. Are you guys? Somebody says love Megan. I'm trying to reach out to Megan Rose. I'm trying to. have her on my live as a guest. I think her information is accurate. I resonate with Megan Rose. I resonate with Elizabeth April. There's a lot of other galactic channelers out there that I resonate with, guys. But it would be nice to interview Megan Rose on my channel as well. All right. And yes, I'm still trying to get a response from Terabyte Janine. But as I mentioned last time, she is in the island of Gaui, I think. Gaui. Anyway, she's currently busy. Her daughter's getting married. So hopefully she responds as soon as she's done with that event. And then I could have her on my live here soon. And by the way, the producer of the Sound of Freedom is currently traveling in South America. He's not going to get back till sometime in September. So he's still willing to come to my show, on my show. So again, that'll give us a few weeks to gather all our questions, because I do know that there's a lot of controversy shrouded around the movie now. Okay, a lot of people are saying that the cartel funded, but let's ask him all these questions. All right, let's get it from the horse's mouth. There's a lot of rumors out there, but overall, Sound of Freedom, you got to watch it. It is a movie that will make you cry, and if then there's something wrong with you. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, it's a very emotional movie. Let's see. Somebody says Elizabeth April EA. What does that mean? Like, what is the abbreviation EA? Because I know that's the abbreviation they use for Enki. So I hope that's not Enki. I don't know. I really don't listen. I've heard some of her stuff. I'm not really like always investigating her, but based on her energy, she seems like she's accurate. Like she's not compromised. She's good. So I really don't know much about Elizabeth April. I mean, you guys probably know more about her than I do, but it'd be nice to have her on the show to get her perspective on the galactic stuff. And also Sam the Illusionist. I might just reach out to him. Let's see. We will be able to make our. Okay, so Brian Welsh says we will be able to make our bodies younger in the fourth dimension. Through technology, but real technology like med beds, holographic regenerators, yes. But remember, in the fourth D, people are still going to have a lifespan from anywhere from 600 years to 1,000 years. Okay, those are going to be the Earth Terrans. However, in the fifth D, you guys are going to live for 30,000 years, 100,000 years. There's the difference, guys, because you're going to be using more of your crystalline DNA structure. All right, people in the fourth D are still going to be using about 75% carbon base, 25% crystalline. Okay. Right now we're using 100% carbon base. It's called the 4% of our genetic material structure. The other 96 is crystalline, double diamond, hydroplasmic, and then it goes into pure light body. All right, so this is a good question from Alicia. Alicia says, how does karma and ancestral genetics work at this stage? How do we clear genetic defects, ancestral patterns? Okay, because you are the culmination of your entire ancestry, which is really your oversoul, the oversoul that you're a part of, and all your descendants in one. And because this is the final incarnation before we transform into immortals, by doing your own spiritual work, you're actually healing ancestral lineages. Your entire ancestral lineage is being cleared. All right. So your entire ancestors are looking down on you and they're doing, please do the work, because when you do the work, you're going to clear up generations of karma. So yes, absolutely, your own spiritual work completely clears things up for your entire ancestral lineage. Let's see. Thank you for the $20 donation. God is love. Thank you. God is love. And I appreciate the hippo, the hippo with his what is his mechanical arm? That's cute. You guys and your little cartoon characters. I love it. You guys have a lot of humor. Oh, this is a good one. By a question by D. V. Young Dossie. He says, I don't know, maybe you're she, but Dossie says, do you think the EBS, that's when Lord Maitreya is known to the whole public? Wow. Okay. So for those who have studied the esoteric knowledge, there is a different perspective when it comes to the elect, the 144,000, the return of the masters and ladies of light, which is us, the star seeds, within the community of the star seeds, through the lineage of King David. It is known in the secret knowledge that a leader would rise. And this leader would have, like, everyone, okay, so the star seeds are going to all have these superhuman abilities. But this one individual who comes from the seed of King David is going to be like super powerful, all right? The most powerful being in the universe, who's going to be at pretty much keeping everybody in check, making sure that everybody uses their powers according to the divine will of the one. And in Eastern traditions, he's known by the Kalki avatar, right? According to the Indian literature. In Buddha traditions, he's known by Maitreya. And of course, in the Western tradition, like in the Quran, he's known by the El Mahdi. And then according to the Christian tradition, well, depending on, if whether you're part of the Jewish sect or the Christian sect, because the Jews still don't believe that Jesus came about 2,000 years ago. They're still waiting for his return, right? They call him, the return of the Christ, but he's going to be the leader of the angels, the leader of the angels on earth, all right? You guys are the angels, all right? You guys are all part of that group, the elect, the 144,000. And it's millions of you, okay? 144,000 is just a metaphoric figure, all right, guys? It has a lot to do with genetic material and vibrational frequency. It's a hertz that the star seeds have been installed with that is going to allow you guys to vibrate at such a level of power that has never been heard of before in our cosmos, okay? So in the secret prophecies, it does talk about this figure who's going to be at the head. He's known by different names, but he's going to be very benevolent and he's going to have a beautiful heart. And him and the Kalkis, okay, you guys are the Kalkis, right? The galactic angels, right? The galactic Jedis. Him and the Kalkis, they're also known as the angels on Earth, right? In human form. That's what you guys are, angels on Earth, are going to be ushering in a whole new era for humanity and hence for the entire universe from this Earth. So that's what the secret prophecies have been foretelling, have been prophesizing about. But, nobody knows who this figure is. And from what I know is that he's very well protected, right? But what we do know is that he comes from the seed of King David. That's all we know. So you guys are all part of that team, by the way. You guys are all the Kalkis here. The galactic Jedis, the Kalkis. Yeah, look up the Indian word Kalki. Kalki means to be superhuman, okay? All right, so we have about 7 minutes. Neo, beautiful name. Neo from the Matrix. All right, my brother Neo gave a donation. Oh, hold on 1 second. Whoa. Okay, Neo, $2 donation. Thank you for the donation, brother. Can you explain Saturnism? Saturnism is Satanism, right? Saturnism is Satanism. Okay, so when Enki took over the affairs of our planet, when he corrupted the Atlanteans by admixing angelic genetics with animal genetics, corrupting the DNA of the original angelic Adam, he created a system of control where he used the rings of Saturn, because that's where he would pretty much establish his station when he wasn't on the Earth. He would commute back and forth to Earth and Saturn, and he also used the moon. Okay, so Enki was the one who created our artificial moon. Our moon is an artificial construct, and that's been proven. Okay, in order to keep us in a very low frequency. All right, so the rings of Saturn have been in turn bringing in energies from Orion, using our moon to keep us in this state of reincarnation and trapping us in these bodies of flesh and bones, keeping us from ascending into our immortal self. All right, guys. So Saturn, the planet Saturn, has always been associated with the dark side, right? That's why they call it the Order of the Black Sun. Okay, the Cabal, Hitler, they were all part of those of that order. You know, the Order of the Black Sun, the Order of Saturn. Saturn is Satanism. All right, here. Okay, somebody just looked up the word Kalki. All right, so my friend Jay Blasco says etymology. The name Kalki is derived from Kalki, which means time, Kali Yuga. The original term may have been Kalki, white from the horse, which morphed into Kalki. So yes, it is really directly associated with the end of the Kali Yuga, which is hell on earth, right? The Dark Ages. So Kalki means the end of the Kalki age, which is the end of the cycle that we're currently in. But it's also related to a team of warriors, of angels that have incarnated in human form, who are going to activate their DNA and rise as the next stage of human evolution. Okay, guys? I've studied the secret prophecies, and I guarantee you guys that the host of heaven, the elect, are not coming from the sky anymore, right? They're here living among us. It's you guys. You guys are the elect. Let's see. All right, Lewis, thank you for the $7 donation. Luis Hamblin. I called you Lewis. I apologize. It's Luis, right? You have to excuse me. My first language was Spanish. Let me see. Is physical silver gold? Oh, I've already answered that. All right, cool. Okay, let's see. Uh, let's see. Let's see. Any more good questions? Well, they're going pretty fast. Let's see. Lorraine asked me if I could interview Linda Moulton Howe. I could try. I do have her contact. I could try to get her on my live here on my show eventually. So I'll shoot her a text. I've met her, by the way. Linda Moulton Howie is amazing. She's been doing this for over 40 years, guys. A true pioneer in the disclosure community. I had an opportunity to meet her at the Contact in the Desert a few months back, and she is awesome. She is an amazing individual. Um, we both had a 4 hour conversation, guys. I mean, if you were there, it was going back and forth. It was so deep, and it was just such an intellectual conversation. She was blown away with what I had to say about it, what I know. And then, so she was asking me a lot of questions. I was doing most of the talking, but at the same time, I would, let her talk. But yeah, the whole 4 hour conversation that I had with her was mind boggling. I mean, if it was recorded, it probably would have gone viral on YouTube. That 4 hour conversation that I had with Linda Moulton Howie was completely just mind boggling. We covered everything, everything. Do we have any other good questions? Let me see. All right. Any new questions? Any new questions? All right. Val Curry, thank you for the $10 donation. And I appreciate the number one. Thank you so much. Your question is, hi, Ishmael. Love your work. Had dreams of being on a similar timeline as an angelic going on different mansions. Always felt all timelines are converging. It definitely feels like a win. Please confirm. Absolutely, my sister Val. Absolutely. One of the beautiful times, case, because there are different cycles that are coming to a convergence at this time, and the Earth is the hub of the multiverse. All of the timelines are going to converge into a positive ascending timeline or a negative, whereas right now they're existing on infinite number of Earths. So to answer your question is yes, there's going to be an absolute convergence of timelines where they all collapse into one framework of time. That's right. Ocean says we are God's boots on the ground. Absolutely. We are the Kalki avatars, guys. We are the galactic Jedis, the new celestial guardians. Let's see. Okay, so we have exact. Oh, we. I'm gonna answer one more question, guys. We are past the hour. I'm gonna answer one more question, so I'm gonna try to pick a very good one, a general one. Let's see. Maybe something that I've never answered before. Yes, the rings of Saturn were used in collaboration with the moon matrix to keep us in a very limited bandwidth of frequencies. All right, guys, shutting us off from higher dimensions. Absolutely. Let's see. Whoa, what did I do here? Let's see. Do we still have? Okay, this is a good one because I work out every day. Do we still have to work out in the 4th and in the 50? Absolutely not, guys. No, no, no. Your bodies are going to naturally look the way your thoughts modulate it to look like. Okay, your thoughts are going to control your shape, your form. All right. In the higher dimensions, thoughts manifest at the speed of light. Remember that. So there won't need any more. Okay, maybe in the 4th dimension, yes. Okay, but in the 5th dimension, no, no, no. You're naturally going to be, looking very your beautiful physique stature. Right. Men are going to be built with muscles, six packs. Women are going to be like a like a what is it called like one of those bodies, right? An hourglass body, where they're going to be like fit and tone and just look like that. All right, so Valkyrie. Okay, I've already answered that. Okay, so last question by Ricky Lee 1111. Thank you for the 4.99 donation. Gabriel and I was wondering who is running the Black Knight. Well, the Black Knight, if you're referring to the Antichrist, it is artificial intelligence. And who is running that is an alien predatory AI that I've been exposing throughout all my lectures and all my presentations, as a collective known as the Anomalies. Okay. So, are you referring to the Black Knight satellite? Now, that was imposed by Enki. That was created by Enki in order to keep eye on us, because Enki was, going to different solar systems throughout the galaxy, creating loosh farms. All right, so those are two different things. The Black Knight satellite, which has been in orbit for the last 15,000 years, and of course, if you're referring to the Dark Knight, or I mean the Antichrist, the Black Knight, the Black Knight is also associated with artificial intelligence. Okay. All right, guys, I believe that is it. It's time to walk my dog. um, I will see you guys in 2 days in the aftermath of the hurricane. I hope that I am not floating in my house with my furniture floating in water. No, I'm just kidding. No. Let's take the next few minutes. I almost forgot. Let's take the next few minutes to focus our collective galactic Jedi powers to diffuse the situation for the innocents. Okay, so let's take 3 minutes. Let's take 3 minutes, guys. Let's take 3 minutes and bring our awareness into our heart. Let's bring our awareness into our heart, and let's use our mind powers to talk to the elements, to talk to the earth, and diffuse the hurricane. All right, let's diffuse it together. Bring your awareness to your heart. Let's communicate with Mother Earth. Let's communicate with the elements, with the element of wind and water. And let's tell it to calm down. Calm down, elements. Calm down. Diffused. Let's calm it down. We, the guardians of the new earth, galactic Jedis, ask for Mother Earth to relax, to release her stress in a non-violent way, and to protect the innocent lives of people in the next 2 days that are going to be here in California and in the surrounding states. All right, guys. If you guys want to continue communicating with the elements on your own, that is great. But we have over 500 or 545 people to be exact, and I think that was pretty efficient enough to, calm down the storm that is coming. So, with that have said, thank you for being here, Galactic Jedi's, and may the Force be with you, or may I say the God Force, the God Source. I don't want to use Disney's copyright. May the God Source be with you. All right, guys. We'll see you in the aftermath of the hurricane Monday night at the same time.